we see this Enigma around that off-lane shrine, but this time around they're gonna put the Pango on the safe lane versus the Doom, most likely. And on the top lane, the Doom is gonna dodge them, so they're gonna be unsuccessful with these dodges.
Yeah, they're trying to just get the best lanes possible, obviously, because you set up. These runes are going to be very, very important for no one, so we have to make sure that we're seeing those rune rotations coming around the 5-minute mark, and also the battle over runes right now is going to be important.
You know, whenever you have an alchemist in the team, you really want to fight those runes. You can see that he has skilled up the greed instantly. He's dancing with his little top hat there. However, the problem for him in this game is instantly on these first 4 runes, he has an Enigma on his team. Not really the best hero to fight the rune fight. So you can see that Roger is bailing, he's not even coming close. So these 2 runes on the bottom lane should be completely free for Secret unless Pasha tries to sneak them.
We're already seeing people in position, and again, like you said, Enigma, level 1 Eidolons, not too much you can do for a contestation of the runes, but Pasha just gonna make his way over.
He's gonna steal it.
Gonna go for the snatch on it. Get the impale off over here. Now Roger in for some trouble. The Arctic Burn does a lot of damage. Lots of slow here. Yapser just clicking away at him now. Oh, poor Roger. There's nothing that he can do right now. Is he gonna be the first blood? It's looking like it. They need another hit. Is he gonna get it? He's down. Yapser draws the first blood on Roger. Oh, but Pasha? Nope, not enough damage.
Yeah, that's the first blood on him. They do sneak 3 runes away, as Pango, he did manage to steal 1. But still, the first blood on Yapsor, on that Nyx, is huge, as he instantly gets those boots, he can rotate across the map, he can pressure the Alchemist even better, because he can rotate between mid and the bottom lane much faster now.
Very, very important for him to be very active this game.
I have to mention that one thing has been changed on Kunkka with his Tidebringer. It doesn't really work the same, so he's not as powerful even versus the Alchemist. And perhaps we might see a different lane outcome on that mid lane, as no one is a beast laner, and well, with the recent nerfs to the Tidebringer, I think he might even be able to win this lane.
The lane to watch, especially because we haven't had an Alchemist in so long. But yeah, that acid spray just getting laid down, keep harassing, getting that CS up. Take a decent amount of harass from mid 1.
He's 6-1 on the Alchemist. He's not really suffering at all. But Yapsor,
rotation, Yapsor coming in here. They've got the X. Oh no, and he's in for some trouble. They're gonna follow up with an impale, and mid 1 gets himself a kill in that mid lane.
This is what that first blood enables you to do. I love being a position 4 and getting that first blood just because of those boots. They just enable you to run across the map much easier, get these early game rotations, especially when you're playing versus an Alchemist, because you want to be ganking him. You want to be preventing him from getting those early game items.
But it does almost feel a little bit, well, I guess, you know, you've got a Spectre on the other side of Team Secret too. So usually, you know, we see the Alchemist and he's on like, it's almost like a ticking time bomb sort of thing, right? Because you know eventually he's going to get farm. There's just no way that he doesn't, unless you totally shut down like the entire map. He will try to farm up, he will get bigger and bigger. So, you know, any sort of rotations on mid, like you said, is very, very value. Do you think we're going to see the Nyx really start to camp there a bit more, or? You
can, because your dual offlane is working out really well for you.
Oh, the there it is. There it is again. The X again throws out the unstable concoction. Yapsor, it's gonna miss that impale.
Yeah, this time around, no one uses that stun really well and gets out of problems. He has the soul ring, so he can start spamming out the acid spray on mid lane. Also, the Alchemist. Oh, let's just see Zai.
Zai's pretty tanky here. They were able to chip him down though a little bit by bit. Had that wave of terror on him.
It's so hard for Zai to play versus Vengeful. That minus armor on Doom that starts with 0 armor just destroys him.
So much harass that a Venomancer can do as well. So definitely not the most comfortable lane for that.
This is why I love Yapsor, by the way. 3 minutes into the game, he's done so much. He rotated mid, got that Alchemist, pressured him twice so far, and now he's messing with Roger's Enigma in the jungle too. Obviously, he got the first blood, so that's helpful, but the amount of work that he's doing for Secrets right now,
well, it's huge to be able to punish that Enigma. Oh, with top lane, they're diving over here on Zai, actually using that fort. Oh, and that Gale, so low. Slowly but surely, just chipping him down. Doom gonna get hit with the magic missile, and another click should do the trick. Ramsey's gonna take down Zai here in the top lane. You have those little Doomlings, though.
Yeah, the double stun didn't really help. It's hard for Doom to be here, honestly.
It's not a friendly lane.
He has the level 2 Devour, so a little bit more region now for him. He even leveled up that score cert, but it's just not helping him. Gale is one of the biggest the longest duration slows on level 1, if not the longest, so it's very hard to it's very easy to just run him down under the tower.
Double damage rune is available top here. Looks like the rune's gonna go over to the side of Secret. Picks that up. Bottom lane, Pasha should be fine here. Should be able to just swashbuckle himself out. It's not having the most comfortable lane down there, but it still seems pretty good. Another X coming out over on the mid lane. Mid one getting ready. The Apps are getting into position. Will land the Impale. And in comes Puppey with the Splinter Blast. Gonna try to slow him down just a little bit. That double damage rune coming in handy. See you later, no one.
All right, we haven't seen Alchemist for quite a long time, but everyone, when he was played a lot, everyone played around that Alchemist. And you knew that if they're playing around him and if they're ganking him, you have to give him help. Right now, they're providing absolutely no help to no one. They're basically abandoning him. I'm not certain if that's the right idea, if that's the right move, because he's gonna suffer. His items are gonna be delayed, and you wanna get that Radiance as soon as possible.
What can you do? Runes are coming up, though. Puppey grabbing one here. Roger taking some harass. So managed to get 3 runes over on the side of VP.
Yeah. You're giving him that extra gold from the Grievil's Greed, which is pretty decent.
He could use it with all the ganks coming out in his lane. Really just putting a lot of pressure on no one. There's a slow again, followed up with the Wave of Terror. And again, Zai. It's a slow burn, but they just chase him down and throw out that harass.
With the level 2 Devour, with the score 30, he has enough region and movement speed to get away. He does this time around.
Oh, Roger is gonna get a bow to the face as they follow up with the Impale, and mid one gets himself another kill.
Mid one is just having a blast on this mid lane. Level 6 with all these ganks as well.
Well, they're enabling him so well, especially with the rotations coming out from the Nyx assassin.
It's not like they love mid ones so much, it's just that they want to shut down that Alchemist as hard as possible, so they're always around mid. This time around it was Roger that paid the price, and this tier 1 tower is so important for VP. If they lose it this early on into the game, no one is gonna have to be careful even when he's farming these hard
Zai is in for some trouble here. He's just gonna get burst down. We'll be able to maybe get a cleanup kill over here onto Solo. He does have a Fairy Fire. He's gonna make it out. Mid lane again, this X just keeps on coming through here. They're holding onto that stun, followed up with the Torn. Yapzor, he's got the Impale. There's going to be a rotation coming out from Solo, trying to buy him some more time. He's very low himself. The Magic Missile comes out. Splinter Blast through as well. Ramsey's trying to run himself away from these creeps. And the rest of the team here, Secret, will just back off. They'll focus on the tower, but they know they're very, very low.
Yeah, but look what you have done actually right now. 2 heroes, one of them was a core, rotated mid, which means the Doom is going to have a lot of space on top lane, and you all 3 have to go back and heal up. So you did help that Alchemist, but you didn't really get a lot.
Nisha, Rolling Thunder coming out from Pasha. Gonna draw a nice picture over here on the ground as he rolls right back in through the trees, finds Nisha again, lucky shot, coming through, couple of hits here, I don't know, this is not looking great for the Spectre, doesn't have the level 6 just yet, Dagger coming out for the slow, Yaps are making the rotation, will be able to force him back. Followed up with an Impale, and the Splinter Blast, no, the dodge board's still gonna connect with that, but not enough damage to take him down at this time.
You can see the Spectre isn't actually being contested at all on this offlane either. He's sitting on 2.5k gold, which is below Veno and the Alchemist, but it's kind of to be expected.
Mid lane again, the bow comes out. Nisha just lives here, and they're just gonna take him down.
This is very problematic. I wonder if Nisha should even go for the Vessel build on Spectre, which was popular at one point. It's so good versus the Alchemist, and in these engagements, it could help them out a lot. Puppey is not building it, Yapzor isn't building it, they need it on their team. But most likely it won't happen, most likely it's going to be a more standard of a build.
The Spectre just feels like it's getting so much here.
The Spectre is getting so much. Alchemist, like you can see him, he has 3.2k gold, but it's an Alchemist. Alchemist is supposed to be on top. That's how Alchemist worked before. If he isn't, if he's struggling, or even if he's on the same level as the enemy cores, it's not good. It's definitely not good for you.
The Doom gets used for the first time, followed with Impale. Ramsey's in for so much trouble. Solo trying to buy him some time, uses that Magic Missile. He's just going to get run down here and burned. That's another kill going over to the side of Secret. Oh, look who's joined the party. It's Nisha. Nisha's gonna be able to join up with Solo over here. Impale comes out. They're gonna allow Nisha to get it. No, it's gonna be Puppey who takes it.
Roger ports in, but he's level 4 Enigma.
What can you do?
You can't really do anything here. And honestly, Secret is just getting away with all of this aggression. They're just taking lanes away from VP.
I hear an X somewhere.
Yeah, he's just porting
porting
base.
out,
Yeah.
okay. Every time I hear an X, it's usually someone going after that Alchemist.
So far, that Alchemist has had a really rough time. And look at Yapsor, just he's playing so cheeky, just being here around that Alchemist, stealing the experience and the kills.
Disarm coming out over on mid one. This is a good kill if they can get it. Rolling Thunder gonna get committed here. Ramsey slowly but surely chipping him down. He's got that bow coming through. They'll get that buff. They'll turn back around again. The silence coming out slowly, just chipping him down with this poison, with these clicks. And mid one eventually, is he gonna make it? No, he'll turn back around, and he does actually get taken out.
All right, that was brave of him, trying to turn back there and hit the Pango, but he was obviously dead. His TP was on cooldown, and that was a little bit too aggressive from him.
Well, top lane though, Nisha in for some trouble, is going to get disarmed. These Eidolons doing a lot of damage. Pasha trying to do some body blocks as well here. Nisha is going to have Puppey showing up over here trying to save. No, he's going to have that cold embrace. Pasha going to get taken down here. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it out. Nisha actually going to be able to walk away from this engagement. Puppey now going to turn his attention over onto Solo. Solo going to get hit with that charge. Is they going to be able to find a magic missile? Buys against some more time. Puppey, he really wants this, but it goes, he pops the wand. Puppey actually going to get taken out.
All right, they do take down.
Oh, Zai's in for some trouble too. No one. He goes, he pops that chemical rage, followed up with the torrent and the X of the boat coming out too. We'll be able to slow him down. Ramsey's now going to get chipped away here by mid one. Mid one now in for some trouble too. You're going to see the TPs coming out from Yapsor. We'll go get the stun off. They want to just back themselves out right now.
So they do force some rotations, but at the same time, that Pango died on top lane. Spectre is still uncontested. Nisha did not die there. That was so huge. That cold embrace by Puppey was just awesome. At the same time, you can see that VP, they're struggling to make these movements. You want to be going on that Spectre, but how? Your Pango is, what, level 6, 7, and the Enigma is level 4. You don't really have the firepower that's necessary. You didn't really win any of these lanes, and because of that, you don't have the arsenal to kill or take down that Spectre before she gets help. That should, if Enigma is 6, that's one dead Spectre right there instantly.
This has to be so scary too because of the fact that Yapsor just had a really good start to the game, like we talked about earlier. The fact that he's been moving, you know, between all of these lanes, putting a lot of pressure down, keeping tabs on that Alchemist, and just constantly, you know, trying to scout, get them information. Of course, bothering that Enigma the entire game too.
I mean, 11 minutes in, this guy almost has full complete duels on the next assassin position for he's having a blast. While at the same time, the Enigma, 11 minutes in, like, doesn't even have the Dominator. The difference in the network, the difference in the impact that these two heroes make right now is just way too big.
Well, especially when you consider that two of these heroes pretty much living in the jungle. I mean, the Venomancer as well, he's been, you know, trying to jungle up some of these camps, and the aggression coming out from Secret is just intense. The swap comes out, though, from Solo. Again, they're trying to punish the fact that Doom doesn't have that much armor. They'll turn back around. There's going to be the bow coming through. Rolling Thunder going out. Looks like Zai in for some trouble. Pasha still's got his eye. They've got the black hole, though, coming out. Should be able to take him down. Are they going to be able to find it? Yes, they'll find the kill over onto Zai now. Ramsey's in for some trouble. He's going to lose it, too. Nisha trying to run himself away over here, and they use the Doom over on the side. Oh my goodness. They're gonna just get stomped by that Centaur creep, and everyone else just gonna back off from this engagement.
Okay, Black Hole was used, but you take down the Doom while you lose the Vengeance Venomancer. The good thing for VP here is the upside, the silver lining is the fact that Alchemist is still farming, so he wasn't really threatened at all in that fight. He didn't even want to commit, he didn't even want to TP to that fight. He was just farming away, and he is kind of making a little bit of difference between him and that Spectre, but it's only 1k 12 minutes in.
Who got doomed that last fight? I saw that the Doom got used.
I believe Pango. Pango got
okay,
doomed, yeah.
Right.
He did not die, he managed to back out.
Well, it's just about like the fight was very, very split too, which probably was
no one.
A secret, but no one, oh yeah, Yapsor keeping tabs on him over here.
There's no one to follow up with though.
No, just...
Spectre has no ulti. This global initiation from Yapsor plus Spectre can take down no one, but right now it's just not online.
Oh, we got some people. We got some friends over here on the side of Secret. Yapsor getting into position. No one will go. They'll get the Impale, follow up with the bow, with the Splinter Blast. They just want to burst him down as fast as possible. They've got the Spike Carapace, the X coming out. They just can't save him fast enough. He's going to get taken down. Rolling Thunder coming out from Pasha now, has his eyes over here onto mid one. The stun comes out over onto Puppey. He's going to have a little bit of difficulty, but they turn their attention now onto Roger. Roger's just not going to be able to walk away from this Nisha on a killing spree, and they'll turn again. They've got the X. They've got their eyes on this Pango, and he's just going to get burst down. Can they find the last hit? There it is. Mid one's got it.
Yeah, he tried to swashbuckle away. Yapsor there with the Carapace, just catches him out. Enigma dies, Pango dies, but most importantly, they take down that Alchemist once again before he even finished his relic. 14 minutes in, that's a disaster.
Solo's got to use that magic missile defensively. Looks like Zai doesn't really care too much, just gonna go back and hit some creeps.
Yeah, he's like, all right, Solo, you can continue your own thing, I'm gonna farm. I don't even benefit from chasing you around, I'll get more from few creeps at this point.
In the grand scheme of things, I'm sure he thinks he's just a peon, right? Regen Rune picked up by mid one. And I just feel like they're going to be very aggressive into this jungle. They know where everybody wants to be. They know that they want to be farming up. And they need to catch up too, right? With a lot of these heroes.
I don't know how you catch up. Considering what item build you went for, this Venomancer didn't go for a Midas or Maelstrom or anything that's going to allow him to farm. He went for that Vessel. And then you have an Alchemist that has been crushed in the laning stage. Who's going to carry this game for them? Even when the Alchemist gets the Relic, it's going to be about the same time that Spectre has it. As you can see, the net worth is very similar.
And despite all the kills that we're seeing on the board, it's only about a 1k lead. Mid one, making rotation. I hear a roll up coming out from Pasha. Winter's Curse gonna get used up by Puppey. There's gonna be a swap trying to save him there. Doom's gonna come out over on the side. Should be able to burst down this Enigma. He's still trying to run Nisha. Nisha chasing after Ramses. Ramses gonna be able to get the poison Nova off, but it doesn't matter. He's out of here. Pasha now in for some troubles. Gonna try to walk himself away from this. And he's looking for the Torrent. Torrent not gonna quite connect, but the X will as they go running after Pasha. But there's the magic missile. Can they take down mid one? They'll find it. And now Pasha gonna be able to take down Puppey. Nisha now the only one left still over here in this fight, but mid lane, no one. He's in for some trouble. Zai making a rotation. They already landed that Impale. Gonna be able to land that unstable concoction. No one trying to run himself away. He's very tanky. He's got good regen right now. He only has that relic. And Pango making the rotation again. Lucky shot gonna silence up the Doom. Shield crash as well. Yapster lands a really nice Impale. Solo taking this aside and gonna be able to go land the magic missile. They're gonna try to burst down Zai. He's in for a lot of trouble. He's very tanky, but he's not gonna make it.
Finally, something goes the way of VP. They needed this. They needed a couple of kills. The Alchemist also finishes his Relic and his Radiance in that fight. So now they actually have ways of fighting. Now you got a couple of items with the Veno ulti, with the Alchemist Radiance. Yeah, you are playing versus the boat Kunkka, but still that's a lot of dots. That's a lot of overtime damage for Secret to deal with right now.
They do have the benefit of the fact that, you know, Haunt is down. They've got Black Hole up. If they want to try to make any moves, they have that option on the table. Just trying to make space for Alk, right? That's the name of the game right now. Asha got himself a nice Invis room. He's going to keep some tabs on Puppey.
He's basically just scouting out. He's searching for Puppey as he did see that Splinter Blast, but he's also making sure that Alchemist does not get ganked, because he's been ganked so many times so far. They always just instantly react to the positioning of no one.
I'll swap over onto mid one. Scream Terror will be able to go land that. Because of both, though, gonna try to buy himself some more time, but the Black Hole gets used on him. Roger gonna hold him in place, and they're just gonna chip away at him. Zai, though, making a rotation. Mid one's not dead yet, but they've got that swap coming out. They'll turn their attention now over onto Venomancer. Mid one will get taken down by Ramses. Roger now trying to run himself out. They've got the Spirit Vessel over onto Zai. Zai's trying to hide himself into the trees, but Pasha rolling on through. Will land the Centaur stop, and that's gonna be a killing spree for Pasha.
That's one of those save your friend syndromes, right? Zai, he moves in, he thinks that he can help mid one. He was actually waiting on the sidelines for like 5 seconds to see what's going to happen. Then when he saw the armlet toggles, he kind of got baited in. He went in, tried to help him out, and then they both die in the end.
I would say so. It was not looking like mid one was going to make it out of there, but like you said, armlet toggle, and then you're feeling, okay, maybe, you know, maybe we can take
Maybe
this,
I can help him, yeah.
Again, this is a really top tier team. Any mistakes you make, you are going to get punished.
Oh, we can hear the
crowd
cheering a little bit. They definitely need the cheers, as they're feeling very pressured in the current game.
And still less than 1k gold lead going out from the side of these teams. So
that's 1k gold lead, but at the same time, that's versus that Alchemist. And you can see he has 10,000 net worth right now.
That swing. Look at that.
The next 3 cores instantly under the Alchemist are Spectre, Kunkka, and Doom. After all of those, you get your Radiant heroes, you get your VP heroes. And that's not good. That's definitely not good for the Alchemist team. As even though you have a fat Alchemist, every single team fight that you lose, you give out even more gold.
Well, it's tough too because, you know, Ramses is fairly squishy. He does have that Spirit Vessel, which has been very good in a lot of these fights, but they're able to burst him down very, very quickly. And one of the things, you know, with Venomancer is you want to be able to get that ultimate off, but you also want to be able to put out a little bit more damage after that. So if they pick him off, you don't want to go and drop that ulti, obviously. You need more damage. And they're finding some really good initiations on.
Yeah, you have ways. You have the Venomancer, you have the Spectre instantly following up with the Haunt. He did get that hood right now, but it's not going to save him versus the physical damage that comes out from the side of Team Secret. So he is itemizing completely into that utility, which means that the majority of their damage, their physical damage at least, is going to have to come from the Alchemist. You can't completely negate the power of Doom, though.
And speaking of Doom, Ramses is now on the no man's land. He's got Nisha and Zai chasing him down. And just like that, he's non-factor.
What's that first item in Nisha's inventory? Is that a relic? All right, he has a relic. He has also, I believe...
Got the Radiance coming out.
Radiance coming out. Full completed Radiance just a few minutes after the Alchemist. And the Radiance on Spectre is 3 times better than the Radiance of Alchemist. I mean, you need that item on both of these heroes. But the power spike of Spectre with the Radiance is just much higher. You can pop that ulti, you can go behind, you can take down these supports.
And there's gonna try to get the jump on the Yapster though. We'll use that spike carapace, slow up the Enigma, followed up with the magic missile. Solo now turns back around. They're gonna go drop that Midnight Pulse, but Yapster gonna get out, and now Solo gonna get taken down too. Oh, and behind the tower, Pasha.
Yeah, Pasha was still playing around Yapsor, tried to get him. He did kill Yapsor, but at the same time they lose Solo and they use the Pango. However,
Nisha, this is not where you want to be. There's going to be the save though from Puppies. He's going to try to just buy him some more time, heal him up, not allow him. He should be able to TP out. I don't think they have anything to cancel it out. Both though coming through over onto the side onto Enigma. Roger in for trouble. Mid one just chases them down. Ahoy.
Oh. That was really close, actually, as Ramses, he reapplied the vessel just before Nisha ported to the base, so that heal from the fountain was basically not there. He barely survives.
It's a good thing that he TP'd when he did.
The item that Kunkka has queued up, mid one, the BKB, is incredible for Secret, as the majority of the damage from VP is magical. You have the Venomancer, you have the Radiance, you have the Alchemist with the Acid Spray and everything. And the control from Vengeful and the Pango is just not going to be there when that BKB is up.
I mean, they do have a couple things that pierce BKB, but you kind of want to save them. You don't want to use them on that in particular. Puppy doing some scouting, though, with that. Right, nearby. Just the two of them, though, right now. I don't think they want to make any moves.
They just cannot find these kills on Nisha. Every single time he barely gets out. He's farming away, has that Yasha completed.
All right, no one chasing down Zai right now, trying to slow him just a little bit. Mid one coming through, though. It does have the boat. It's going to turn back around here now. No one trying to run out. There's going to be the Winter's Curse coming through. Not going to do a lot of damage. They might just disengage on this. They'll throw out the Splinter Blast, though, as well. X coming out over onto Puppy. Puppy going to try to get himself away right now. There's going to be the Unstable Concoction, though. Pasha, they've got their eyes on Puppy. They'll take him out. Swap coming out now over onto Zai. Zai trying to walk himself away. Will be able to stomp. Torrent comes out. They've got the Doom over here onto the Alchemist, but where's the follow-up? What are they going to do? TPs are coming out. Nisha, he wants to be a part of this. He wants to burn him down as he's going to go chasing after no one. He's trying to get out, but it's not looking like he's going to be able to do it fast enough because the Doom will take him down. Over here, Ramses trying to just slither away. Mid one, not wanting to let him in. This dagger coming through. Nice slow coming out from Ramses. X marks the spot. He's not going to be able to run himself out of this one. Mid one, just chasing him down, as is Nisha. Although they'll turn around, they get the black hole, but it's immediately canceled. We're not going to see it. They're over here onto that Midnight Pulse. Mid one in trouble. He's actually going to fall. Ramses taking him out. And now Pasha running after Nisha. Solo and Ramses back over here in lane. Nisha should be able to disengage. Yeah, so we're going to try to turn back around. Burns down some of that mana. We'll have the Arctic Burn over here onto Pasha. And there's going to be that Poison Nova getting dropped. The heal comes out on Yapster, trying to keep him alive. Oh no, Pasha's going to get slowed down. Zai, he's going to get burnt down by all of this lovely poison. But we will lose Ramses, and Solo still over here trying to survive here in the trees. It's not going to be able to TP out because they'll just go use that Winter's Curse. And they'll find the kill on Puppy, though, with that Poison Sting.
I just love how Nisha is playing, getting in and out of these fights. He's fine. He should be fine.
Should be fine. Should be the key word here, Lizard. Oh, he's fine. The TPs are coming out. This fight still.
It's still going on. There's the next spot.
Mid one.
Is he gonna catch? No, he doesn't wanna. Yeah, Nisha is way too low.
Pretty low.
Nisha, the way he plays these team fights, gets in and out of the same fight 3-4 times in a row. Just knows his limits perfectly well with this Spectre. That's why. How many deaths does he have? Zero deaths.
He has 0
kills,
deaths.
9 assists. Amazing
This is a spooky ghost. You know, Roger, it was a nice black hole, but it just immediately got canceled.
There's just way too many. Way too many ways to cancel that black hole, right? You have the Yules on the Nyx, you have the Spike Carapace, you have the Impale, you have Winter Wyvern, you have X-Mars the spot.
You gotta have the perfect storm, I feel, to get off a full duration black hole, and it's just very, very difficult. That Yules on Yapster, I believe, is what canceled it out in the last fight.
Have the Yules on Yapster, he's building into a pipe. A lot of utility already coming from this little bug.
Do have the BKB queued up, though, for the Enigma, so they will have to use one of those ultimates to kind of slow him down, whether it's the Doom or, of course, the Winter's Curse, once he finishes that.
He has the BKB queued up, but the person that already finished that BKB is that Kunkka, mid one. In this next team fight, it's gonna be much harder for VP to take him down. The last few fights, yeah, he has been the sacrificial lamb. He's the tanky one up front together with his boy Doom, but with this BKB, he can actually do that and still survive.
You do have the Greaves picked up, though, now over on the Pango, so... Or I believe they just finished up, right, on the Courier? So that'll help, because those fights have been a little long, right? So having that sustain, like we talked about with a lot of the other drafts, really makes a big
difference. Wait, is Venomancer actually queuing up an Aghanim with an Alchemist in his team? Yeah, and he's going for the point booster. He doesn't really care. He thinks that he needs that Aghanim straight away right now, and he's going for it. My problem with that item build is that eventually they're gonna lack physical damage. Versus that Spectre, if the Spectre buys a BKB too, they're gonna struggle dishing out the damage necessary to take these heroes off Secret down.
That's the problem with the draft, is it's a lot of magic damage. You're really relying on this Alchemist to be dishing out all that physical. And he's gonna have it eventually, but at that point, everyone else on the side of Secret feels like they're gonna be just really, really tanky and difficult to deal with. And there's a pipe picked up on Yapster in completion too, so all that magic damage, not gonna hurt as much. There's a big smoke. All right, Secret. Who we hunting?
They're just gonna hide a bit here. Oh, are they gonna actually try to solo it? Well, Nisha is dishing out a lot of damage to that Roshan. Not really your standard hero to solo the Roshan, so maybe VP isn't even gonna expect this. Maybe they won't even check it. However, Roger, I believe he's sending a creep in. Is he? No, the creep is just standing on high ground. You can see the way he's positioned. He's expecting perhaps a smoke gank. Okay, the creep is in.
Yeah,
they should know.
Yeah, they know. The pings come out. TPs.
How low is Rosh? Not low enough. They have to back out.
I mean, they've got Black Hole. All right. Oh, the Doom comes out immediately over to Ramses. Trying to get the Impale off. Not going to be able to quite do it. Ramses, he's still doomed. They get a Winter's Curse on the back end, though, trying to just hold him into place. Wait for a minute on that Pangolier. Don't want to allow him to do anything, Roger. Now, this fight is just so split right now. You've got, again, Ramses. He's all doomed. Pasha trying to run himself out. Will eventually get the Rolling Thunder up. No one's joining in the middle. He's got the BKB up. We'll try to go and buy Yapster a little bit more time. They're going to be able to take down Puppy. Puppy's out of the fight. Yapster trying to run himself out. Does have that Spike Carapace, but the BKB, no one turning back already. He's doing a lot of damage. He'll take out Zai, and they're not done. They're still chasing after this little bug. Yapster gonna get taken out. Buybacks are coming out, though. Doom buys back. Winter Wyvern buys back. They want Pasha. Nisha needs to be careful, though. He needs to be around his team.
Yeah, sure, you can buy back.
Oh, Roger. He still has that black hole. I think he's gonna get the black hole onto the Spectre. Mid one. They'll go. They'll try to heal him up again. The Stomp coming back. Nisha, he's got the Spirit Vessel on. They'll turn around, though. Ramses needs to be careful. He's sitting very, very low, but they've got so much damage. They'll take down Nisha. Bo comes out. The mid one's ready to clean up. Can he find it, though? Ramses, he's still alive. He's going to be able to walk away from this fight. Mid one, he's in for so much trouble. He's going to try to chase after Pasha. Pasha doesn't care. Roger going to be able to find the final hit. Now Zai hiding himself in the trees. He's hoping nobody looks. There's going to be the buyback, though, coming out from mid one. Kunkka wants wants to get back in this fight, has the X marks, gonna place it over onto Solo, will get that Splinter Blast. There's gonna be another buyback. Alchemist, he doesn't want to let his teammates fall. Pasha sitting on the low ground, as is Ramses. They've got vision coming out here from those wards. The X marks the spot again. Coming out, Swab's gonna come out onto Puppey. Puppey gets the Winter's Curse off. Gonna try to put as much damage as he can over onto this Pangolier, followed with a nice impale coming out from Yapser. Stubb's gonna come out. Doom, he's in the middle of everyone right now. They're gonna just try to burn them down. He's gonna get taken down. Pasha rolling around in circles. Midwood just bought back. He is out of here. Roger has a double kill. Yapser now is in for so much trouble. They've got the Yules. Are they gonna be able to find? He's got the Spike Curve. He's gonna land the impale, but Roger, he's still alive and kicking. He's got those islands. They've got so much damage. It's a triple kill for Roger.
This fight, it all started with Secret just missing a couple of crucial spells, like the Doom connected on the Venomancer, but Ramses, he managed to get out. Then they waste the Winter's Curse on the Pango. The Haunt was wasted. I mean, VP, they have the best rush fight in, I believe, right now in Dota. Like, they play this fight so well versus any team. And then if you waste a couple of your big spells, if you miss them versus VP, they're gonna punish you hard. And that's what they did right there. Alchemist, he did buyback, but this was a crucial turning point for VP. They're still not out of the woods yet. I do not believe that they have taken this game completely out of Secret's hands, but it is the step in the right direction, definitely.
Look at that swing.
That swing is amazing.
Oh my god. That's why you can't afford to make a single mistake against Virtus.pro.
Yep, just the Rosh fight, honestly. This team fighting around Rosh Pit is invincible every single game that I watched.
Hats off to Roger, just really good positioning that entire time. Great black hole Yapsor. And for some trouble, does have the rest of his team. I don't know if they really want to fight around the shrine right now. They will know that they've got the vision, so get the D ward out, but they'll just turn their attention to this bottom tier 1. Fort it, because why not?
They haven't taken any of the tier 1s so far, so they take down the tier 1 mid, they take down the tier 1 bottom.
And they're
going in.
They're going in. They got an Aegis. They're feeling pretty strong right now. Now, what do you think? Do you think they can go high ground at this point, or do you think they want to back off, take out a couple more towers?
I don't think I think there's way too many towers to just go high ground right now. You have the tier 1 on top. There's just way too much free gold on the map that you can take with that Aegis before pushing your luck with that high ground. You're pushing into high ground versus a Wyvern versus the Kunkka. Not really the greatest idea.
Did you see the mass blink daggers that just got picked up? That's 3 blink daggers going for the side.
Alchemist, Roger, Pango. The blink daggers 30 minutes in. Yeah, they're a little bit delayed, but that's because the BKBs were just necessary.
Zai. It's that wave of terror. Hear the drums getting popped. Pasha wants to try to find him. He's got that rolling thunder. He's hoping to find him over onto the board.
Oh, so close!
But he's gonna just miss it.
That was just so close and unfortunate for the Pango.
Top tower's gonna get taken down.
Yeah, they're gonna take one tier 1, now the tier 2 on mid and top. They still have that Aegis, and why they have it, they have full map control as well. You don't really want to be fighting into an Aegis, no one right now. Secret, it looked like they had everything under control, honestly, and one single bad team fight around that Rosh that turned into a disaster for them. They bought back so many heroes. Oh, this is going to be a high ground push. They basically want to force them back. I'm not certain if they're going to completely gauge here, but they do have those blink daggers. They might catch them offhand.
Look at Roger getting into nice position. Well, we get the swap off now. Puppey just gonna go heal himself up. They use the BKB though over here on no one. They should be able to burn down Puppey. You do get a Winter's Curse though, so they'll be able to hold that team fight off just a little bit longer. Zai finding the Doom over onto the Pango. The Haunt's gonna come out here. Zai's getting chipped down. He's getting burnt, and he's gotta run himself out. Boat's gonna come through. Tries to get him a little bit more time. No one backing himself off. Does have the unstable concoction. He does have the blink as well. Will blink forward, go throw it out over onto mid 1. They're just gonna turn their attention to this tower. They did buy back on Solo here, so they're really hard committing, it feels, right now.
The Winter's Curse was used, the Doom was used.
The Doom was good, but you know what's still up?
Well.
We got the black hole still, and he's got a blink.
And the BKB.
And they don't have Haunt, so if they get in a bad position right now, Secret, they're gonna get a big old black hole. Oh, the roll coming out mid 1 again. Nice impale coming out from Yapser. It's not going to be enough though. Mid 1's down. He does not have buyback. They're just going to go take down these buildings. Easy peasy.
If they only had a tier 2 on mid, they could go for another set of Raxes right now. Instead, they're gonna go back, perhaps take down these shrines, make the map much smaller for Secret.
I don't think they're too fussed about it, honestly. I think they're feeling pretty good right now. They went and they just got themselves, you know,
Secrets, I don't know what's happening to them, but they're wasting these ultimates, these big ultimates, you know, in ways that they really can't afford to be wasting.
Got a 15k net worth right now over the side of Virtus.pro. Some pin string coming out. Roger again, sitting down here. Should be able to go get a nice pick off over here on Puppy, although he does prolong it just a little bit. He's going to be able to get taken down. They have the swap, though, over here onto Yapzor. Yapzor in for some trouble. They've got that. Stable concoction. Yules comes out. Greaves going to get used. Yapzor, though, going to get taken down.
Yeah, they're just crumbling under pressure. This tier 2 on mid lane. Oh, the stun?
Nah.
Just onto creeps.
And just like that, that's an easy tier 2 mid. Going over to the side of VP. Aegis does get reclaimed.
Aegis is reclaimed. He has 5,000 gold in stash, but they're still gonna push because Wyvern is dead for 10 more seconds.
They still have the black hole again, so mid 1. Oh, the swap comes out from Solo, but he's still in a pretty good position. We'll be able to land that magic missile. There's a jump forward, though, coming out from the Alchemist. He really wants to take down Nisha if possible. Nisha pops his own BKB, gonna try to chase after Ramses. They're gonna lose that mid tower. Han's gonna get used here. Roger not gonna be able to get in there with that blink. We'll go use those Guardian Greaves on the side of VP and let's be able to burn down Ramses. Just not gonna be able to get out fast enough. They have the Doom over here onto the Alchemist. Doesn't seem too concerned, though, right now. Zai's popped his own BKB. Nisha chasing after those supports on the back line. No one. A little bit of a taunt coming out here. Knows that Roger's nearby. They need to be really, really careful right now because if they group up, Roger's going to jump in the middle of everything. Do they even need it? Winter's Curse comes out from Puppy. We'll be able to put a little bit of damage down over on the back end. Solo going to get burnt down. And Ramsey says rejoin the fight. Roger, still very, very patient. Puppy, in for some trouble. Gonna get jumped on over here, and Ramsey should be able to get that kill.
Yeah, it's very hard for Secret to stay around and continue fighting after the Winter's Curse has been used, as they have no ways of stopping Roger's black hole. So they have to go back, they have to fall back. They lost 2.
They've got a double damage right now on that Alchemist. Yeah. They don't have Haunt. Buyback coming out from Wyvern. Look how fast these racks just melt. X marks the spot. Have a Yules over here again for the Alchemist. Will get hit with the Torrent. That Arctic Burn coming through. They don't have an Aegis any longer. Nisha coming out. Will Ramses jumps forward. Manages to land the Poison Nova on quite a few people. No one gonna get hit with the Pope, but he's got the BKB. Doesn't matter. They're gonna finish off this Rax now. I think they've had enough. Feeling good. And they're gonna walk away.
They can perhaps bait them out. They still have the black hole, but the runes are up. The BKB is out on the Alchemist, so probably just go back, pick up those runes, wait a bit, spend your gold. You have the AC now on the Alchemist. Man, Pasha is playing out of his mind this game. He's been caught a couple of times out of position early on, but every single team fight, the amount of stuns that he dishes out with his Rolling Thunder and the amount of damage, plus the Greaves, the sustain is...
Well, if you notice, they keep trying to catch him either with, you know, obviously the Doom was used on no one in the last fight, but they're usually trying to land it again over onto Pasha, or they try to use that Winter's Curse, because even if it's not the best targets, it's keeping him out of the fight. If you can keep him out of the fight, maybe you have a better chance to like get more things done, get those BKBs off, focus down a little bit more, but that's allowing everyone else to just run amok. I don't know.
That one Roche fight, the first Roche fight, just hurt them way too much. Right now, they do not possess the damage that's necessary to take down VP, as they did get those big utility items on their side.
Got a full Shadow Blade on the Enigma too, so he's going to be able to definitely surprise them in these next fights.
If you are Secret, what do you have to do? You have to get some sick combo of that Winter's Curse into a boat afterwards, but it's much easier said than done. And if you initiate with that Winter's Curse, there's always the comeback mechanic with the black hole. There's always... You have to be afraid of that black hole.
The pressure has been intense too. If you watch these fights, you can see like they want to go in on it on the side of Secret, but they know that Roger's just waiting for that opportune moment. You have to keep a couple of these heroes out of the side to make sure that they can cancel it out, or else it's just the end. The damage that they put out. No.
You can see that Nisha is the only one outside of their high ground right now, farming their jungle. while everyone else is just waiting and preparing for this final push of VP. But VP, they're gonna chill out, perhaps go around rush, ward that area up, take the Aegis first.
I think they, you know, they just chill for a little bit, get themselves that second Aegis, and then it's go time. So look at the net worth now. It's a little bit spread out, but you know.
1 more minute for that Aegis to respawn, for Rosh to respawn. I believe Secret has to fight this though. They have to find a way to fight VP around the pit, but it's so difficult. VP, the way they handled them in that Rosh fight earlier, like the same thing can happen now, especially as they have the items that are needed for it.
It's definitely hard because usually in a situation like this, right, you want to try to maybe get yourself a pick off, maybe grab a smoke, but every time they step out, they're grouped together. They've got good movements on the side of VP, so. Although it looks like they're grouping up.
Yeah, they're very disciplined. They know that this game was given to them. They know that Secret threw this hard and they don't want to throw it back again. At Secret, they're just disciplined. You can see the positioning all around the pit. Now they're all gonna run straight into it, perhaps put some snakes around it so no one can gank you.
How does Secret can't get in there fast enough?
Yeah, there's
no way.
They're too far.
So how do they do this final, you know, I don't want to say the final defense, but it definitely feels like it, right? Because VP definitely in the driver's seat right now. They had a lot of buybacks earlier.
Right. It's difficult. There's Daedalus on mid one. You have the Winter Wyvern, I guess, but the way VP push, they just send Solo in. He swaps one target out, they take him off instantly with Pasha, with the Rolling Thunder. They take him off the map, and then it's hard to fight, continue fighting 4v5.
He has been on point. Like all of VP, honestly, like they play so well as a unit together. Where it feels
right
like
now
Secret
they do.
Right now.
Let's see. Zai is here, but he has no blink.
Smoke gets popped. Do they take the bait? Puppy. Oh, they'll find themselves Pasha immediately. Nisha, they just want to blow him up as fast as possible. Swap comes out here. Pasha going to be able to go down over into the low ground. Now no one pops the BKB. He's going to start chasing around over here on the back end. We'll use the Winter's Curse to hold him into place, but Pasha is just rolling around. Black hole coming out from Roger. We'll be able to grab Zai. Zai, he's going to pop that BKB, try to run himself out. Does have that stomp. And now no one doesn't have the BKB anymore. We'll get stunned up. The swap coming back out over here onto Nisha. They want to see if they can take him down fast enough here. And they've got that chemical rage up and running over here on the Alk, but he can't find a target for that. We'll have to man to dodge.
A little bit sloppy from VP there, but also from Secret. The Black Hole was used without previously using the BKB, so the Black Hole was cancelled by, I believe, X marks the spot. If that Black Hole had full duration, they catch the target, they kill him off. But still, Doom was used, Winter's Curse was used. You just go uphill right now, you just go high ground.
How do you kill that one? Again, just throws out the unstable concoction. Chemical Rage gonna go and hit this tower. Nisha trying to get some of these away. Torrent's gonna get used. Drop the Midnight Pulse. He's got the Lotus Orb over on this Alk. How do you take him down? Look at this guy.
They're trying so hard.
He's healing up so fast. Again, oh, they're looking. They find themselves mid one. Pops the BKB. Gonna get held up. No, that's not what you want right now. Oh, no one. He's got that unstable concoction, and he's gonna go for an option. We'll go for the boat over here. Rolling Thunder coming out from Pasha right now. He's gonna try to take down mid one. They'll go and hold him into place. They will just beat down on their own Pangolier, but it's not doing nearly enough damage to do much of anything, although they're a little bit separated from the rest of their team, because Nisha has that BKB over here. He's gonna get stunned up. He's gonna get taken out. Nisha has buyback, down for 95 seconds. Will buy back. The swap comes out over onto Zai, though. Zai trying to run himself out. Here's going to be the dagger being thrown from Nisha, making his way right back into the fight. No one focusing over here on these buildings. Ramsey's trying to move himself back. Doesn't want to be the top target right now. And they've got the Lotus Orb again over here onto the Alchemist Pasha, trying to make as much chaos as he can. Nisha in the middle of quite a lot of these wards. No one just focusing on those hins. Zai turning his attention over here, but oh no, Nisha trying to run himself away now. Does have the Lotus Orb. The boat's going to get used over here onto the Alchemist. Still has that Aegis. He's not too concerned. Actually goes, pops that Manta. Somehow Solo's still alive on the back end. Will go down here though. Roger being very patient. He pops that BKB. Doesn't have the Black Hole though. We'll try to put some magic damage over here onto Nisha. Nisha's going to use the Haunt, try to run himself out. Try to get himself away. And just like that, they're gonna, oh no, they get the Impale off. There's the Roll of Thunder coming out from Pasha. He's ready to go right back in again. He's gonna find Zai, he's gonna find Puppy. He's gonna hit all three of of them. And now Puppy's not going to be able to run away from this. No way. Yaps are popping that spike. Carapace, he's so slow. He's going to get taken down. Pasha trying to stay alive. Had that Lotus Orb on him. Will get taken out. Now there's going to be the buyback coming out from Pasha. The buyback coming out from Soul. Black Hole's going to get used. They've got a both though. So it doesn't matter. But the GG gets called. Virtus.pro.
What a performance by VP, and also what an amazing throw by Secret. Honestly, that fight around the Roche pit, that first fight, it gave them like 10K swing or something. That
it was a huge swing. Absolutely huge.
Oh boy, I honestly didn't think that VP had any chances in this game, in this first game. I believe that the curse is going to continue, that they're going to lose the first match of the series once more, but
there's some very happy fans in that crowd right now.
Those are some very, very happy fans indeed.
Yeah, VP, you know,